Hey guys, it's Mandy and welcome back to my channel, Just One More Bag 01. I'm here with Winston today. He is kind of bothering me a little bit because I've been away. Many of you guys probably saw my unboxing videos. I was in Spain for work and I was home for one day. Then I went down to Orlando, Florida for another trade show, and I just got home yesterday, so I am a little bit tired, but I thought I would make a video quick. If you are new to my channel, I generally talk about luxury bags, travel, wine, and sometimes Yorkies too. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I greatly appreciate you coming back to spend some time with me. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I ask that you please consider and hit that subscribe button so that you can keep up with me and see all of my videos in the future. I wasn't planning on filming a video today, but my SA from Louis Vuitton reached out to me and sent me the new holiday lookbook with Vivienne's collection. So I was very excited because I'm always looking forward to this, and there's some pieces in here that I saw that I haven't seen on Little Red Book or on any of the creators' pages that I normally follow. So I'll post some pictures up while I'm talking. This is called the Holiday Vivienne Women's Transversal Lookbook. And the first thing that I realized is that they're actually going to be doing two different drops for this collection. So far, I've only seen pictures from the first collection. So the first item that I see is the Nano Speedy. And I thought that this looked pretty cute. I liked the little Vivienne bag charm that's hanging from it. I think the balloon and the stamp are kind of cool. I saw the price of $2,400, and at first I was like, oh wow, not that bad. And then I'm like, Mandy, that's crazy, $2,400. Yes, that is that bad. But I think I'm still kind of stuck on all the Murakami pricing. So, you know, for a more special type of collection, I guess that's more average, I will say. Again, these are luxury items, so let's be real. Everything is expensive and not necessarily worth the money, but it is what it is. What do you guys think about that? For me personally, I don't have any of the Nano Speedies. I have the 20, which I love, and I have a 25. That's kind of the range for me. I think I'm even leaning to the 20 as my favorite, but I did think this was cute. Now, this next item I have not seen anywhere. This is the Vivified backpack. And all of that fur on there, I don't know what that is, but I thought it was really cute. I am not a backpack bag type of person, but when I saw this, I was like, wow, that is pretty cute. Now, the $4,050 price tag, that's a little steep for me. Not something I would necessarily pay for that type of item. To me, it also looks like it is pretty small. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. It is definitely in drop one. The next item is the Coverture Passport. That's $520. It has that same theme with Vivienne in the little train, the postage stamps, and then the hot air balloon. And I'm probably not going to talk about every single item here. They do have the Rosalie wallet. You know, that's cute. They have a card holder with the charms on it, which is the newer thing that they are doing. I do like the little igloo design on there. However, for me, I don't know that I would really purchase many of these items. I definitely am a Vivienne fan. This collection for me isn't really doing it. Let's look at this next item, the Lisa wallet, the PF Lisa, it's being referred to, for $760. I do have the Lisa wallet from the Cherry collection, and I do really like that style of wallet. You know, there is a lot of space in it. It can hold quite a few cards along with your bills. This wintry scene for me personally just isn't something that I really care for. The next item is actually something that I would be considering, the pochette clay. So this is from the first drop. I actually like the little paws in the snow print there. I think that's cute. I do like the little Vivienne character there going skiing. I think I like it because it is more winter versus like a holiday Christmassy type. For me, I'm not really someone who's going to buy something with Christmas decor on it because I feel that is much more limited for using it. But the winter design I do like. Oh, this next one I like, the slim card holder. So I love the polar bear. Polar bears are one of my favorite animals, and I think it does look really cute, and just it looks like it's in a little Karate Kid design there, and you see the snowflake, almost like a shooting star. So that's something pretty cool. However, I wouldn't personally purchase it. This next item, the Porte Carte Simple, I do really like this with the big Vivienne head on it. This is something I could see myself using year round. I've mentioned quite a few times that I have been gravitating much more towards smaller wallets, card cases, trying to limit what I'm carrying, going down into smaller bags. So that would probably be one of the items on the top of my list, that and the key clay that we've seen so far. There is a zippy wallet. This is something I'm moving away from. I actually want to go through my zippy wallets, and I'm considering letting a couple of them go and really just keeping one of them. I just need to get around to pulling it out and posting it on eBay or deciding whatever I'm going to do with it. All right, moving on. The next item here, now this is going to be from drop 2. So Again, I haven't seen any of these anywhere yet. So this is the mini pochette accessoire, and I do think this is pretty cute. I like how it says Louis Vuitton on it. It has the little Vivienne head on the zipper there, as you see. It does have the little package on it. To me, it is a little Christmassy. They have the Christmas tree that the Vivienne is holding. I do like that though. $9.95, I mean, that is quite a steep price for that little pochette. Next, the Nano Noe. Now, the Nano Noe to me is definitely pretty small. That wouldn't really meet my needs personally, but I do think it's cute. I do love that little furry Vivienne on there. It's just a beautiful pop of color. I'd love to see that in person. $2,450. So that is quite a steep price for that. I'm assuming that the fur on that Vivienne, I don't know exactly what that is, but that's probably partially contributing to the price tag on that item. Then it looks like they have an additional passport here, and it actually has 3 images. You see that there is a wrapped up trunk on it. Looks like a Christmas ball to hang on your tree, an ornament, and then also some packages. Gingerbread house, cute little Vivienne jumping out of the present. So that's cute. And then it looks like either a tan or goldish kind of color on the inside for $520. So when you are considering items from this collection, that is something on the lower end if you just want to grab a little something. And the passport covers are generally pretty collectible, in my opinion. Then there is an additional LV charm card holder. The charms on there definitely look pretty cute. I like how it has the lights all around the little Vivienne there, so that's kind of fun. And, you know, it has pink on it, so who doesn't love a little pink? The next item is the Kirigami organizer. So the 3 different pouches coming in at $1,040 for the 3 pouches. So that may be something that you're interested in. And then possibly you could get like a little organizer to stick inside in a chain and maybe even use that as a bag for the monogram one that you see there. Moving on, there is a Sarah wallet and the little Louis truck there with the packages. That's kind of cool. $1,040. That is a little steep for the Sarah wallet. You know, that's generally what you're paying around that price more so for a zippy wallet. And the Sarah wallet's just not as big. Next, they have the Victorine wallet, $805. Nothing really crazy on that design. The little Vivienne head there at the top right. It almost blends in with the monogram design. Doesn't really stick out. For me personally, being that I'd be looking at this as more towards something for the Vivienne collection, I would want that to pop a little more, but I do think it is nice. The next item, this is probably the item I would be the most interested in from this drop. This is another key clay, the pochette clay, and that's $535. I would expect this to be another popular item. You know, a lot of people definitely like to collect the clay. It has Vivienne on it and more at a lower price point. Again, if you are just looking to have a piece of the collection. So that's pretty cool. Next, they have a phone holder, $1,010. I've never seen one of these actually in person. I don't know how I'd really feel about that. I really have to see it to get an opinion. I don't think that I personally would purchase that. I don't really have a need for it. Next, the set of 3 pouches, the toiletry pouches. So these are kind of cool, a little bit more winter versus Christmas in my opinion. The one pouch does have like the cardinal and some of the, I don't know if it's holly or just part of a tree branch there. So that's cool. I do like the little airplane and the little pink tent that they have for Vivienne. So something different. They do also have the Nice bag right here. So this is $1,670. That actually is drop 1, not drop 2. I had seen that posted. I would prefer this next item. This is really cute. I really like this a lot. So this is going to be drop 2, and this is a cosmetic pouch. You see it has Vivienne with the lights. I really like how it says Louis Vuitton Paris at the top there. And then lighter, it's almost like lit up Christmas lights, like what you'd see in somebody's window. It shows a trunk basically. And I'm assuming that's kind of what they were going for. Does, however, again, blend in with the monogram design. Next, they have one of the Jane notebooks. This is going to be drop number 1. This is probably the lowest entry item piece. If, again, there was something you were trying to just get a piece of this collection at $130. That is cute. I like how it has Vivienne on it. Next is the Furniture AFMM. So I'm assuming that's really just the agenda cover. This is $825. Has, again, the train and the balloon design on it with a snowflake. And then next, they're going to actually have more decor. The next item is actually like a stuffed animal, the Doo-Doo, drop 1, and it's a little rabbit. I'm not really sure how that fits into all of this. I don't recall seeing any rabbits on anything else. Next, there is a Vivienne snowball. It looks like more of a snow globe, $1,250. Moving on, I'm going to skip through some things here. Next, they have a Vivienne doll. So these are the wooden dolls. You guys have probably seen them all over. This is $3,200. If you're somebody who is really into decorating your home for the holidays, this would definitely be a cool piece. She has the little antlers on, so definitely different. I'm going to kind of quickly go through a couple items. They do have some bandeaus, and then they have just some more scarves, 70-inch. They have some hair ties, and then there's some bag charms. None that are really catching my attention, so I'm skipping through those. They do have an additional notebook, the Carnet Jane. This is drop number 2 for $130. So again, a lower price point. The next item does interest me. It's the pencil holder, the Trousseau Charlotte. Excuse me for butchering that. I will definitely try to work on my skills here pronouncing some of these. This is $485. This is definitely more of a little collector's piece. In my opinion, I've seen a lot of neat things. This has the Louis Vuitton truck with Vivienne driving and all of the presents kind of falling out the back. So that is pretty cool. Next, trying to go to something that's maybe a little more interesting. They do have quite a few scarves if that's something you're interested in. Not really piquing my interest personally. That's probably really it, guys. You know, it does have 50 pages of items on here. If it is something you're interested in, I would highly recommend reaching out to your SA. My sales associate did tell me that they would be taking orders today. So that should be available everywhere if you were interested. I didn't confirm any dates for the pre-order for drop 1 or 2. I'm not 100% sure if you can order from both drops today. I didn't really get a chance to speak with him. We just kind of texted quickly when I got out of work today. As I mentioned, I was traveling, so didn't really have much time to catch up. But I saw this come through today, and I just wanted to share it with you guys because I know that this collection every year is truly anticipated by everyone, and I thought it'd be nice to share since I hadn't really personally seen some of the images, and I wanted you guys to know what's going on. So what do you guys think? Are you going to be looking to purchase any items from this collection? Are you going to pass? What is it that you would buy if you are only going to buy one piece? I'd like to hear from you guys. I think for me, I really like the key clays. You know, I collect passport covers, but this year isn't really piquing my interest. And truly, I think I'm probably just going to skip this collection this year altogether. You know, after my mini Hermes journey these past couple months, I think I'm really going to be on break till the end of the year. And there just wasn't anything that I was like, wow, I have to have that. And, you know, if I change my mind, I can always look on Fashion File or something like that down the line and collect a piece. If I was going to get just one piece, I'd probably consider maybe the Vivienne card holder, you know, because it does have that Vivienne piece and it doesn't really identify as holiday or Christmas to me when I look at it. I think it'd be more versatile and able to use year round versus just around the holiday season. But all right, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful night. And since I posted a video today, I'm probably going to skip my Wednesday this week and I will post again on Saturday. I hope you guys have a great night and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.